Hey, what's up, guys? We're here again with me, Choke, and Jordan here for MOVIEGASM podcast.
Yeah, what's up, guys? You can follow us on Instagram, Movie Reviews JCH, and
Movies Maniac.
yeah,
And as you can hear, our theme song opening
Star
music
Wars:
today.
The Force Awakens.
That's right. And today we're gonna review it for you guys.
Yeah, we're gonna review that first. So this is the non-spoiler review, right?
Yeah, we're gonna do a non-spoiler reviews and the spoiler one after this. So you can.
Okay, awesome.
If you're not already seen it, you can check on the cover, like the time frame of the spoiler one and spoiler free one, so you guys don't get upset if you happen to stop listen to the
Yeah,
spoiler
because we
one.
know how crazy Star Wars fans are.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you think of Star Wars, Jordan?
Okay,
Force
well,
Awakens.
first of all, I gave it a 10 out of 10. That movie was amazing. I went to the premiere of it the Thursday, and it was so good. Everything was perfect. I have nothing to criticize. I gave it a 10 out of 10 and A+. Yeah, so what did you think?
An A+? Wow.
Yeah.
So I actually gave it an A as well.
Which isn't that much difference.
Yeah, but I mean, I never really give any movie an A, but this one was, I think it's the only movie that lives up to the hype. Every movie this year that I've been to that has really good hype, really good ratings, I think none of them really live up to my expectation, my high expectation when I go in the movie. But I think this is the only movie that I go in with high expectation and it still lives up to that. And that's why I'm giving it an A. It's just a really fun, scientific and sci-fi movie and really satisfy all the fans level.
Yeah, I mean, just imagine if it didn't live up to the hype. All Star Wars fans would be so pissed.
They bring all the character that we love back,
Yeah,
it just
which was
satisfies
great.
the fans. Yeah, we'll talk more about that in the spoiler review, but yeah, for now we both gonna give it 10 out of 10.
Yeah, and I thought they did take a big risk using two unknown actors for the lead roles, but they really surprised me and they gave it their all. And personally, they're gonna go far and be in a lot of more movies because they were awesome.
Yeah, they were really good. I was surprised, and there's a lot of comedic and humor in this one. And
which some people thought was a bad thing, but I think that they added the comedy but kept the classical feel of Star Wars, which made it better in a way.
Yeah, I mean the comedy was really good timing as well. I mean, it really makes me laugh when it happens,
Yeah, it was, especially with Chewbacca and stuff.
Yeah. And this one is rated PG-13 too, so the humor and the stuff are not as childish as the previous movie where it's rated PG.
Yeah.
And, there's more violence and stuff in it, which makes it more, intense and yeah.
Yeah, it was great. I loved it.
And the pacing was really good too. I mean,
I never got bored once.
Yeah.
I didn't want it to stop. It was crazy.
Yeah, we have to wait 2 more years for the next one, right?
Yeah, which isn't too long.
Yeah, not that long,
but I hope the next one lives up to the hype too.
But I think this one still ends the ending is kind of satisfying. It's not as cliffhanging as the Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1,
Yeah.
I think it really ends just as satisfying and not that oh my god, I want to say it now. I want to
Yeah,
it doesn't
which
make
I mean
you mad
isn't a bad thing.
Yeah.
To have a cliffhanger, but it can be a bad thing when the movie comes out in 2 years.
Yeah, but I mean this one just ends it just really has a satisfying ending,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you want to do the spoiler review now?
Yes, I just want to spoil it so much.
Yeah, okay, so spoiler alert, guys. You should do the alert
Spoiler
sound.
alert.
Beep, boo-doo-doo-doo,
Okay. You just did that sound, so I don't think I need to put any sound effects.
True, because my sound was on point.
Okay, so what should we spoil first? Let's talk.
Okay.
Let's talk about the main. What's his name? The First Order.
The First Order, Kylo Ren.
Yeah. I was gonna say Snoke, but never mind. Okay, we can talk Kylo Ren first.
Oh wait, who were you gonna say?
Snoke.
Who's Snoke?
Snoke, the the one that looks like a Gollum on steroid.
Oh, that
right?
big
Snoke?
guy?
Yeah, Supreme Leader Snoke. Yeah.
Oh yeah, see, I never got the concept. Like, I thought it was like an actual giant.
Like, it didn't really explain much in this one, like who he's from, but there's so many theories that say he's a Jar Jar Bling evolution or something. And he's also a
if I
dog,
didn't
something.
like one thing about this movie, it was him. Because
Yeah.
it didn't really explain stuff about him. But I still gave it an A+ because I loved it. But, like, I didn't really understand him. You know?
Yeah, I think they just decide not to like give out much about this character in this episode. Just make people wonder.
Hopefully in the next one they will.
There's a theory that Snoke could be Dark Plagueis or something.
Oh.
Plagueis, the one from the Clone War or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not sure. But I mean,
Yeah.
his character is played by Andy Serkis, who also is a Gollum as well, and yeah, and
that's awesome.
Yeah, but I think if you have to say what's the weakest thing about the Force Awakens, I think so far Snoke is, I don't know, he doesn't look as terrifying as like the previous villain of Star Wars, you know.
Yeah, they could have made him more like scary looking.
Yeah, maybe because he's on the hologram, that's why we don't even know if he's that big or he's just like small as Yoda, you know, because he's on the hologram.
Yeah, I think he's just like normal size. See, when I first saw him, I thought he was an actual giant or something, but then my sister was like, nope, he's just a normal person, and I was like, oh, that's cool.
Are you sure he's a person?
Well, not a person, I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out in the next one.
Yeah. So what do you say, Kylo Ren, right? That you were talk about.
I thought Kylo Ren was a strong character, and I liked how he turned. Like, you thought he was gonna, like, be nice or something, but then he, like, totally, you know, killed that guy. Han Solo.
Yeah, you can spoil it. It's a spoiler.
Yeah, he killed Han Solo. And I think they could have made it more emotional since that was such a huge character, and they, like, kind of, like, went over it fairly quickly.
Well, I mean, Han Solo grabbed his face and wipe up his tear and stuff, you know. That I think that isn't that emotional?
True.
Yeah. And Kylo Ren is played by Adam Driver. He's in several movies, and I think he was really good. I mean, it was a good casting.
Yeah, he was good.
You can see in his eye, in his face, like whether he's gonna like turn good or he's gonna turn bad in that scene. You know, if he's really gonna kill Han Solo or if he's like gonna like come back with them and join them. You know.
Yeah, and I think he definitely did a good job, like, living up to the hype, and with Darth Vader being the previous villain in the Star Wars series. And that was such a big villain. I think he may be the new one, so.
But for now, he doesn't live up to Darth Vader yet.
Yeah, definitely not yet.
As our hot character Ray say, you will never be as good as Darth Vader, right? That's what he say, right? So speaking of that, Daisy Ridley, she portrayed Ray in the movie.
And I love her and have a huge crush on her.
I know, right? She's like, her smile is so beautiful and so, she just, yeah.
Yeah, I want to meet her. That would be awesome. But back to like reviewing it, I think she did a great job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she was wonderful. And same with John Boyega. I think that's his name.
Yeah,
I hope it's his name.
Finn and I think they have like a great chemistry. Like
definitely.
You really don't know if they would turn out to be like brother and sister afterward or not.
I hope not.
But
well,
like their chemistry
think about
is really
that.
good.
They can't.
Yeah, and John Boyega, like he was in Attack the Block as well, the sci-fi horror movie, before he got this role. And
Yeah.
yeah, he did a good comedic part for this in The Force Awakens.
Yeah, I liked it, but they can't be brother and sister because they're two different races.
Who knows?
Unless they're adopted.
Who knows?
I don't know. We
Maybe.
can't ever tell with Star Wars.
Yeah, but I think Rey is like, I think nowadays they try to like push the female-driven character to be more into like a heroic part, and I think Rey is a really good character, and you can see how she developed the Force and gets stronger as the story goes.
Yeah, and bouncing off of that, now do you think that Rey could be Luke's daughter?
Many people say that, but
I mean, it makes sense because she has the Force, and I mean, she took the lightsaber thing, and
but we would
she had all those flashbacks or whatever. Not flashbacks, but like seeing things.
But I don't know. I think should it be more like unexpected, because that's kind of what people like expected. So maybe the writer should. Maybe it's not.
Yeah, I don't know, but then again, The Force Awakens was pretty predictable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which isn't that bad of a thing for a movie like that to be predictable.
Predictable, like, in what scene did you predict?
I knew Han Solo was gonna die. I knew right when.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. I thought.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I thought Chewie is gonna die.
Oh, I didn't know about Chewbacca, but I knew Han Solo was gonna die.
How do you know?
Well, no, I just knew that if they were like talking and then Kylo Ren like was acting like he would like get back with Han Solo.
Oh, you mean in that scene, right? I thought you knew from the beginning or something.
Oh, no, not that good.
Yeah, I kind of know from that scene too, but I'm kind of just wish that he turned to like he changed his mind and go back to the planet, and then maybe he turned to the dark side again and kill Princess Leia and Han Solo later or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, he just killed him at that moment, so like okay.
I think part of it was because Harrison Ford is so old, he didn't want to be in any of the other movies.
Yeah, but Carrie Fisher is still there, right?
Yep, she'll be in the next one, probably.
She still survive. Let's see how long she will survive.
Yeah, I bet she's the next one to go, though.
Oh,
but
wow.
If Chewbacca dies, all hell's gonna break loose.
I'm pretty sure Chewbacca is gonna go at some point, because they already kill off Han Solo, right?
Well, Chewbacca is like my favorite character.
Well, Han Solo is like everyone's favorite character too, right?
Well, Chewbacca was mine, so he better not die. Same with BB-8 and Rey and Finn and all of them, actually.
BB-8 is not gonna die. I mean,
yeah, BB-8 won't die because
R2-D2
is still alive.
Yeah. But what I'm really wonder about is the character Maz Kanata, played by Lupita Nyong'o. How did she get?
Die?
No, I don't think she died. She just they just cut it off. They didn't talk about her after the attack at that scene. But I mean, why do you think how do you think she get the lightsaber, the Luke Skywalker lightsaber?
Oh yeah, I don't know about that.
It just end up with her.
Yeah, I have no idea.
And I think the director tried to make her character kind of like really like duplicate the Yoda character.
Yeah. Now I'm ready for Yoda to come back though in the next one.
Yoda was in. you can hear his voice, Yoda, as well as Obi-Wan, played by
I
Ian
read that on
yeah.
Facebook. I don't know if you shared that, but I saw that.
So I went to see it a second time, and I tried to listen to it, but I still couldn't hear Yoda. I could hear Obi-Wan, but not Yoda.
You can probably hear Yoda like really fast. I'll have to like watch it like 3 times.
I'm like, what? No, damn it! I have to see it third time then.
Yeah, which isn't a bad thing either.
Yeah.
It just gives you an excuse to watch it again.
So did you like BB-8?
Yeah, oh, I loved BB-8.
Just a great character.
Yeah, he was
really
a
funny.
great addition to the Star Wars galaxy.
Yeah, you know when when he was talking to Finn about lying to Rey about being resistant and stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's doing the thumb up with his. with
Oh
his
yeah,
little
didn't he
light
flick him
thingy.
off?
Yeah, yeah, that was so
Yeah.
good.
That was funny because like little kids won't get that, and
Yeah.
so that was really funny.
And I mean, the reason why we give this movie an A is because, like, you know, they bring all the characters back, like R2D2's.
Yeah, and they
C-3PO,
also
yeah.
kept the feeling of the old Star Wars movies, you know?
I know, right? Yeah, it's like Maz Kanata is kind of like a shadow of Yoda, like a female version, and like they bring all the old characters back, and that just
Yeah,
really,
and it was great.
like, as a fan, that's really satisfying.
Yeah, and so I, like, after that movie, I went and got, like, 2 of the action figures. I'm gonna collect them all.
Do you get BB-8?
Yeah, I got BB-8, Rey, and Finn.
Do you get BB-8 the toy thing that
No.
runs around, controlled by your phone? That was really.
That
cool,
looks
though.
awesome.
Yeah.
Are you gonna get that?
It's a little expensive right now.
Yeah, it really
But
is.
who knows when it.
That's why I
the price
didn't get
goes
it, but,
down.
you know.
But do you know what BB-8 stand for?
No, I don't.
I heard they stand for Bill Maher. Oh, no, Bill Hader. Yeah, sorry, Bill Hader. He did the voice thing in, I think, Saturday Night Live, and that's how the voice thing for the BB-8 or something.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they just say like he's. Oh, I read it somewhere and I forgot. Like, I think he created the sound or something involved with doing the sound of BB-8, and BB-8 just come from Bill, his name, and the other guy in Saturday Night Live who create the language of BB-8 or something.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, you have to find. Yeah, you can Google that and read more about that.
So, after that spoiler review, are you done with spoiling it? Or is there more?
Let's see, who else? Oscar Isaac, Paul Dameron.
Oh yeah, he was great. And I knew he didn't die because they wouldn't have killed him off that quickly.
Yeah, but why did he go? He just, like, you know...
Well, he totally, like, went off course to another place, like, crashed there, and then he went back to the Resistance.
Suspicious.
Yeah.
I mean, there should be more to that, right? Like, he just gone, then he just showed up again. Like, what's with that?
Yeah, like he's part of the First Order or something.
We have to see about that.
Probably not, but we'll see.
Guess. Who knows?
Yeah.
What do you think of Carrie Fisher as Princess Leia?
Well, I love that they brought the character back, and yeah, I liked it. I had no problem with her. She was great.
Yeah, I wish they show like more of her character. And Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker.
Oh, well, he was like 2 seconds. And he looked like a hobo.
Wow. Okay, I hope we don't get hates comment from you saying that.
Oh no, I mean it's understandable that he looked like a hobo because he's been trapped on that island for so long. But he did, and it was like, okay, Luke.
Because he studied the Force and he's enlightened. He has reached enlightenment.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm really excited to see what will happen after that scene when
it's gonna be great.
Luke Skywalker. She'd be like, "You talk, I talk." No.
Yeah. Do you think
Why you staring
J.J.
at me?
Abrams will direct the next one?
I'm not sure. Did they have the news for that yet?
I
Is
don't
it
know,
like
but I hope
officially
so.
confirmed? I'm on IMDb right now, and J.J. Abrams. Yes, wait. He's the executive producer for the next one. But
So he's not the director?
the director, uh, oh, the director is Rian Johnson. Who is that?
What? He better be good. If he's not good,
Right,
I'm gonna kill him.
Rian Johnson. He
It's not a threat, by the way.
he directed the Breaking Bad, 3 episodes of Breaking Bad, and he directed Looper with Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Bruce Willis.
Okay, well, I hope he doesn't ruin it. Which, I mean, I
Oh,
know they
wow.
wouldn't hire a guy that they don't trust. But
So-
still.
Yeah, the main film that he directed was Looper.
Which wasn't that good, but...
I love Looper though. I gave that, I think, an A minus. I really like it.
Oh. Well, I never saw it, so...
Oh wait, then why you say it's not that good?
I don't know, I just didn't think if people liked it.
Oh yeah, I do like it.
Oh, well, I guess I'll have to see that
It got
one.
a high rating. It got like 7.5 on IMDb. It's really good. You should see it.
Oh, I'll
It's really
definitely check
dark.
that one out. Okay, well, I think we're done with the spoiler review.
Yes.
Okay,
We
so
both love
y'all should totally check out Star Wars The Force Awakens if you haven't already. And I mean, if you have, you can still check it out one more time and see if you recognize those two voices and
Or 3
some of
more
the things we
times,
pointed
or 4
out.
more times. I saw people watch it for like 11 times already. For Star
Oh,
Wars.
that's awesome.
Yeah, and it's like the biggest opening of all time.
Yeah, it has
Got
a
like
huge
2.
box office. Crushed
got like
Jurassic World.
Oh, it got like 200, right? 200 million on this.
I don't know.
Weekend.
I can check really fast.
248. 248.
Wow.
Followed by Alvin and the Chipmunks with 14 million and Sisters, which we're gonna
Yep.
review later today. But yeah, so this is it for our spoiler free and spoiler review for Star Wars: The Force Awakens,
Yep.
and we both give it an A and 10 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys need to go watch it again and again and again.
Yeah, definitely. Anakin.
Yeah. And
Fun,
up next,
yeah.
we actually have a new section. We're gonna do a movie fight.
Yeah,
So it's basically
so-
we have a movie that we totally disagree.
Yeah, so the movie is Creep, which a lot of people haven't heard of. It's on Netflix. If you want to check it out.
And it stars Mark Duplass and Patrick Bryce, who also wrote and directed. And that's only like it's a 2-person movie. There are only
Yeah,
2
which I will
people in
say
the
the
movie.
casting for this movie was the best thing about it, probably.
Okay, so what do you think of this movie? Let's start with you.
Okay, well, I gave it a 5 out of 10, which isn't honestly that bad.
Wasn't that bad? 5 out of 10? That's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad, but it's not like as bad as a lot of horror movies I've rated.
Mhm.
I said the special effects, in terms of the way it was filmed, were very sloppy, and I mean, I get that because it's a found footage film, kind of,
Yeah.
but then again, I don't really like found footage films because they're really hard to follow sometimes.
Mhm.
But the script was very, very slow and very, very boring. It really was, and I almost fell asleep. But the acting was probably the best part of the movie because the casting was perfect. And I will say I definitely liked the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
Because it was weird and funny, and I liked the end too, because that was a good plot twist and stuff. But the middle was just so boring and really, really not that great. It was just bad. But I think that this film would have been way more successful if it was like a short film and it was like 15 minutes. But yeah, I definitely do not recommend this movie because it is a huge waste of time, in my opinion.
Wow. So, what would you say? 5 out of 10. What grading would that be?
A D or a D minus. I'm gonna go with a D.
Wow, a D or a D minus?
Yeah.
Wow. And you say that's not too bad? That's really bad, dude. That's so
Not
bad.
as bad as an F.
I mean, that's like a one grade higher than F.
Okay, I'll say a D plus. I'll give it a D plus.
No, you don't need to change because
Okay, I'll give it a D. I'll stay with a D.
the only thing is really that bad, right?
Yeah, I mean, I just think that a movie needs to be entertaining, and it needs to entertain.
But I think this
Oh.
entertains. I think it features like what's the name of the mask that he's wearing, the wolf thing. That was one of the scariest masks that I ever seen in a movie.
It was scary, but at
Peach-
the same time, it was stupid.
Peach Fuzz, right? Cause
Peach Fuzz.
he tried the movie title is Creep, and it really lives up to that title. Mark Duplass really portray a creep, and it's supposed to look like weird and kind of, I don't know. He looks stupid because that's how his character was supposed to be, right?
It does, and I liked that.
And
but
it
at the
looks-
same time, it just got so boring.
And he just do weird stuff, but it's just creepy at the same time. It's like a creepily weird thing that he does. It may
My
look
favorite
stupid,
part of
but-
that movie was Tubby Time. That was awesome.
Tubby time.
That was hilarious. But the rest of it, and I mean, the end was really good. The end was good. I liked the end. But the middle part was just like, why is it even here? I mean, yeah, it builds the tension and stuff, but it was like too long. Even for like a 74-minute movie or something, which is not long at all, but it felt like a 2-hour movie.
But I mean, this movie is like, the director is Patrick Bryce, who is in the movie as well, and the writer is Mark Duplass and Patrick Bryce himself, and starring Patrick Bryce and Mark Duplass himself. So the whole movie is like directed, written, and starred by two persons. And there's like absolutely no music in this movie. So I think it's a really good how they pull this off into a feature film.
Well, first of all, it's a very short. It's still, I mean, it's not a short film, but it's pretty short for like movies these days. It's like an hour and like 14 minutes, which is not long at all, but it feels long.
Because maybe you think that maybe the plot is simple. That's why.
The plot was very simple, but the ending was kind of complex and kind of good. But it was just like repetitive and stuff, you probably don't agree with that, but I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, I agree with you at some part. It gets like boring and stuff, but not. I didn't find it that like torturing to watch, like that boring that I would give it a D.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
My-
I just rate horror movies so bad. So like, I'd
the
listen
same,
more
dude.
with chalk on this one. I mean, it's definitely not for all people. Like, a lot of people will probably agree with me, but probably more people will agree with chalk on this one.
We'll see about that. How about you guys who listen to this? Just comment who you agree with more. But
Yeah, if anyone listens to this, just comment below in the comments and say if you agree with Jordan or if you agree with Chalk.
okay, but I'm giving this movie a B. Because I still find this movie at some point kind of slow and stuff, but I think as a. Do you know it's a horror comedy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, and I didn't find this movie as funny as I thought it would be, so that's why
yeah,
I'm
same.
giving-
The only part
Yeah.
I really laughed at was Tubby Time.
Yeah, but I mean the performance and the plot was like.
The plot was okay.
I mean
but
the props, not the-
performance
yeah.
was good. I'll agree with you on that one.
Like, don't you think the mask was really scary? Peach Fuzz, the wolf mask that he wear.
I mean, it would have been scary if they had done more with it. I think they could have done more with the movie than they.
Like, if someone wear that in the house, I would like stab him with a knife and just continue killing
Yeah, I
him
would be
until-
terrified, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I
But
think
yeah.
we.
So I'm giving
Spot
this a
on that
B,
one.
and Jordan gives this a D.
D.
B
Yeah.
plus, D minus. I don't know.
Which is only one letter grade difference, but I guess it's kind of big.
No, it's kind of 2, right? B, C, D. That's 2.
C.
D.
Only one.
C and D. I mean, you give it a D. Give it a B.
Yeah, I guess.
Never mind. So if you agree with me, you can comment.
Yeah, and if you agree with me, you can comment. But probably most of y'all haven't seen this movie. But if you have, I suggest if you really have a lot of time on your hands and you don't get bored easily, then totally watch this movie and tell me what you think about it.
I would say if you want to make a horror movie, like a low budget horror movie, I would recommend you to watch this because this is a really low budget with a simple plot, yet really effectively scary and really good acting. And
good acting.
It's not
that scary.
It's not impossible to make a good movie with 2 people. Like
true. It does. It's a decent film, but I as a person wouldn't recommend it to anyone. But I bet that there's some people out there who like it.
I would recommend it, but not highly recommend it, so take your own risk and watch this.
Yeah, and tell us how you feel in the comments.
Or comment on our Instagram reviews or anything that you feel like.
Yeah. Okay, so what should we move on to next? I'm thinking In the Heart of the Sea.
Oh yeah, that was like last week, right?
Yeah, and since this like podcast is getting pretty long, we're gonna like try to go fast. Well, decently fast.
It's only like half an hour past, so I think it's alright.
Oh, okay.
Not that long.
Okay, so In the Heart of the Sea.
In the Heart of the Sea. Did you see this movie yet?
Yeah, I did. And I gave it an 8.5, which is.
Oh, that's a lot though.
Kind of. It's a B minus in my. If I gave it a letter grade, it would be a B minus, but I did give it an 8.5, and let's see what I said about it.
Okay.
I said I loved this film actually. I personally love this film, but I am a critic, and I do have to take everything into consideration. And I will say that some of the special effects were great and like thrilling and good in that sense, but I will say the CGI could have had the potential to be better. You know?
Did you see this movie in 3D?
Yeah, I did.
Would you recommend it?
I don't know about seeing in 3D. It wasn't that, like, thrilling.
Mm-hmm.
It was, like, more of a movie you just see standard.
I feel like the prop really stood out, like, the pole of the... and they always put, like, the camera, like, on the floor and just make the pole just, stood out to the screen instead of, like, other stuff. Like, it's mostly the prop that really stood out and pop out of the screen for the 3D part.
Mm-hmm. And I thought the soundtrack was great. The script was the movie's biggest flaw, actually. It had some awkward dialogue, I felt, and a lot of it lacked emotion.
Mm-hmm.
I will say there were some strong emotional parts, but they could have been better, and if they hadn't have, like, brushed them off so fast.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm taking away from a lot of what you're trying to say, but I'll just finish really fast so you can get to what you're trying to say.
No, it's cool.
Well, I felt like they skipped a lot of important aspects that could have made this film better, mm-hmm. and all in all, like, it was action-packed, and it was actually surprisingly gory and dark.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, which made it an enjoyable movie to watch. And Personally, I did think it was emotional, but it definitely could have been more emotional. Anyways, even though it is flawed, it's still a great film, and I definitely recommend it. I mean, I don't highly recommend it, but I recommend it if you like Chris Hemsworth, and it is a good acted film. Like, I think the acting is pretty spot on. Like, there's parts where it could have been better, but I think it was pretty good. So, what do you have to say?
I actually gave this movie a B minus as well.
Oh, so we agree on it, except for the letter grading, probably. But
yeah, but I think the acting was pretty decent. I mean, it was good. It was not like no one's gonna get nomination for this, but
oh yeah, definitely not.
I mean, Tom Holland and Chris I mean, they were good. But I mean,
Yeah, Thor and
I
Spider-Man.
think that their script just didn't really have much for them to really show much.
Yeah, also, I did read about somewhere where this was, like, very historically inaccurate. So, if you were
No, but
looking for, like,
yeah,
something that is based on history and stuff, I wouldn't go towards this, because there's, like, tons of lies in it. But,
yeah. But isn't this like a story that inspired Moby Dick, which Moby Dick is
yeah,
a
true.
fiction?
It's not really, like, a true
So I think I
story.
like how they twist this movie into like a dark theme, and as Jordan say, I didn't expect this movie to be this much gory.
Yeah.
And I mean, we love horror movies, so we kind of like gory stuff, and yeah, I mean the whale, the Moby Dick, right? That's the whale's name.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks terrifying. He or she, I don't know, it's a he or she, but yeah, it looks terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
I think it looks
Okay.
really scary. Like I'm really scared of whale right now. I'm like I don't want to go on a cruise and see a whale. I'll be so scared. Like
Yeah,
this movie
same.
makes me scared of whale.
And that's something really good. If a film like is that effective, I think
Yeah.
it's pretty successful.
I didn't think a whale could be this scary. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't agree with the critics on this one. It's definitely not as bad as they're saying, but
Yeah.
it's not amazing either.
Yeah, I mean it's really beautifully shot, and the directing was great, and the character is not really likable. I think that's why that's kind of like the main problem of this movie.
Yeah,
Like Chris Hemsworth
I
character
can
is
see
not.
that.
Yeah, he's like a. I don't know. He's like a arrogant character, and the guys who
Yeah.
play the captain isn't likable
Oh, he's not
as
likable
well.
at all.
Benjamin Walker, yeah. But
Okay, so
he
I'm
would be a
gonna
B minus.
talk about The Little Prince really fast.
Okay, he really
Okay,
wants to
so
talk about that.
this is a film that actually hasn't come out in the United States yet, and I just got the privilege of seeing it before anyone else. It came out in France, though. I think it's originally a French movie, and it's a kids' book, and a lot of famous people are in it. But I gave it A minus, which is a 9.5 or a 9.6. But I said it's truly a poetic masterpiece in my opinion, and the animation and the way they did it, like a blend of like really good animation and like claymation, kind of, was like really good. They did like stop motion scenes, I think. Like I don't know if they were claymation, but I know they were stop motion scenes, and they were really beautiful. And the script was emotional and really drew you in, and like you could really connect and fall in love with the characters, and that's something that a lot of movies don't do. That's really good,
Yeah.
And the soundtrack was beautiful, and I will say that this movie is definitely not for everyone because of like how poetic and the stop motion stuff. And also the ending could have been better too. There was a lot of weird stuff at the ending, but it's still a great film, and I think that it has the potential, in my opinion, to be one of the best animation films of the year, and maybe even surpass Inside Out. But that's just my opinion, and
But it's probably not gonna get nominated for this year because it's scheduled to come out in USA on 18 March 2016.
Yeah.
So it's probably might be the best animation of 2016.
Yeah, and hopefully it is, because it definitely deserves it, in my opinion. But we'll see.
Yeah, but in your opinion, you think this one is better than Inside Out?
Yeah, in some ways. Yeah,
Okay.
I do.
Well,
It's definitely more enjoyable to me.
Yeah, it actually has like a lot of famous voice actor in it, like Rachel McAdams, Paul Rudd, James Franco, Jeff Bridges, Paul Giamatti. Yeah.
Yeah,
You should
definitely
check
a
it
great
out.
film. So
I will
if
check
you
it out.
can check it out, and maybe you're in France and maybe you've already seen it, and that's great. But if you haven't, you probably won't get the chance to see it unless you maybe do something on the computer. But yeah, if you get the chance to see it, totally see it and see how you feel.
Yeah. And let's move on to which one
Sisters?
should we do? Okay, Sisters. That is coming out this week as well, same days as Star Wars.
Yep.
And it's on number 3 at the box office with 13.9 million opening.
Yeah, and I did
bad,
not see that movie, so I'll let you take over that one.
So I'm telling you, this movie was really, really, really funny. It was so funny. It's like, I think it's the funniest party movie of the year of I don't know, autumn or something.
Oh yeah.
I don't normally like party movie that much. It's like a party comedy movie, by the way. It's not like
Oh, okay.
it's not too. It's kind of chic. It's kind of like a chick flick, but not too much of a chick flick, like high school stuff. You know, it's just about this two grown-up sister who want to like bring back their party life one last time before they sell the house. Their parents gave the house away. And what's really good about Sister is all the cast, like every single cast, every single actors here, they are so funny. They did that role really well, and like every line they say, like every performance they give was really funny.
Yeah.
Like there's no one, even like background actor or like just like a small role actor who is not funny in the movie. Everyone is funny.
Yeah, and that's what like a lot of comedies don't do these days, but
Yeah.
that's a really good thing. So I'm probably gonna definitely try to check that one
I
out.
mean, most comedies like have some randoms, people shout and stuff, and it's just not
Yeah.
funny. But this one is really funny. It's actually a party movie that's really funny.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to see it. So what did you rate it?
I should give this a A minus.
Oh, that's
'Cause,
good.
to be honest, like comedy is my most easy genre to grade. I'm really
Yeah.
like give easy grade for comedy. So even if it's like stupid comedy, but if it makes me laugh, then it can easily get an A for me. If it makes me
Yeah,
like,
I mean because it does its job, so.
yeah, comedy is supposed to make you laugh, right? But
Yeah.
still, my best comedy this year is still Trainwreck. I still like
Oh
that
yeah,
one.
yeah, which I have to see that movie.
And What We Do in the Shadows. That's my 2 best comedy of this year.
Yeah, and I actually saw that movie. And
What We
did
Do in
that
the
movie
Shadows?
come out this year? Because I read that it didn't.
It actually came out this year because I saw it in theater this year.
Oh, okay.
It was made
Well-
in 2014, I guess, but it released in USA 2015, so I'm counting it as this year.
Oh yeah. Would you say it's better than Trainwreck?
Would I say it's better than Trainwreck? As a horror fan, yes, because I think it really twists the horror genre and in a really, really funny way.
Yeah, and I probably agree with you. I probably agree that What We Do in the Shadows, if you're saying it has been released this year, then it is the best comedy in my opinion for this year, since I haven't seen Trainwreck.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I love What We Do in Shadows. You guys have to see it. Especially
Yeah,
if you love
so-
vampire stuff and,
Yep. Okay, so do you want to move on to The Big Short?
The Big Short. Okay, have you seen that one?
No, I have not. It hasn't come out in my area yet.
No, The Big Short. Okay, so I saw this movie like 2 weeks ago or 3. I don't know. I forgot. But it's really good. It's definitely not a movie for everyone because it's about the Wall Street and stuff like, complicated.
Yeah, but I heard they made it
stuff.
like entertaining for a Wall Street movie, right?
Yeah, that's what I like about this movie. I didn't think like this topic could be fun to watch. I mean, it's still complicated, but they really did it in a smart way that really makes the movie entertaining and really funny. And
Yeah.
I don't want to give it out too much, but I would say give this one a try. Like, it's not what you
Yeah,
thought.
I'll
It's
definitely go see it.
I think it's kind of like the Wolf of Wall Street, where it's about the money and stock and
Except not as
bubble and
inappropriate.
not as in. I mean,
Well,
the
I
Big
mean,
Short was.
that one's rated R, this one's rated PG-13, so... Wait,
Oh,
is this rated
wait.
PG-13?
Really?
Let me check.
That was rated R. The Big Short.
It's probably rated R, actually.
It actually got like 8.2. Wow.
Oh, yeah, it's rated R.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's rated R, and it's directed by Adam McKay. and he directed Anchorman. So I can
Oh,
guarantee that this movie is gonna be funny, and it is
yeah.
funny. And it's not only just funny, it's actually really scary as well. If you
Like
make it to
scary
the
as
end.
in like taxes and money, do you mean?
Yes. Yes, it's really truthfully scary. If you,
Oh, yeah.
it's kind of get less funnier towards the end, so it kind of get into more serious stuff toward the end. But
Yeah.
I mean, overall, it's just a great, smart comedy on this complicated topic that really just make it entertaining, and it's fun to watch.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm giving this movie a B+.
Oh, awesome. Okay, so let's move on. Are you good with moving on?
Yes, I think that's all the movie, right? That
Well, we
reviewed
have two
today.
Christmas horror movies that we haven't really reviewed, which we can like go over really fast.
Okay.
I'll
which
just
one?
say that Krampus, which we reviewed last week, and I didn't get a chance to review it.
Oh, okay.
I'll just say I gave it a C plus. Which did you give it a C plus or a C minus?
Shake hands. I gave it a C+ as well.
Oh, okay. So we
agreed
agree on that one.
We agreed on a lot of movies.
Yeah,
That's why we do the podcast
yeah,
together.
I thought the puppets and the
Yeah.
special effects were awesome, but a
Right.
lot of the script like didn't make sense, and a lot of the characters weren't that likable.
Mhm.
And so, I mean, it's a good Christmas horror movie, and I definitely would give it a try because a lot of people like it and stuff.
Yeah.
And I liked it, and it will definitely be a tradition, but it's not like an amazing Christmas movie, and it definitely had the potential to be a better movie,
Yeah.
but I think they did pretty good, and I mean, I was pretty content with the movie. So
Would I watch it as a tradition? I would say no. I wouldn't want to watch the first 40 minutes of it again. It's
oh
pretty-
yeah, true. I'd
so-
probably only watch the last
Yeah.
because those scenes were pretty awesome
yeah.
with all the puppetry and the costumes
agree
and
with
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's something you don't really get to see in a movie these days.
I think it's as I reviewed last week, because it's rated PG-13 for the
Yeah,
Is there
it
one
definitely
more
could have
audience to
been
see
better if it had more gore and more
rated
like
R and more
comedy.
dirtier humors. That would be cause the cause the humor here are pretty tame.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so do you want to review A Christmas Horror Story really fast?
yeah, do you get a chance to see this one?
No, I'm actually thinking about seeing it tonight, although it is late, but I stay up late, so.
I mean, A Christmas Horror Story is another anthology movie with 4 stories and stuff, and all of them have really I think it ends really easily. It really have a easy ending.
Oh,
For
yeah.
all of them, except one about Santa Claus versus Krampus, because I thought that ending, I didn't see that ending coming, and I thought that one was really good. But I mean, the overall movie is surprisingly scary though in one of the segments.
Yeah, so
Or
do you
two.
think it's worth giving, a watching it?
I would say for horror fans, yes. For non-horror fans, just watch it at your own risk. I wouldn't
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend it that much because it still feel like a straight to DVD movie. To be honest, it doesn't feel like a big release. The quality of it,
Oh, okay.
it is twisted and it just cheesy. I would say it's a cheesy horror movie, cheesy fun horror movie.
Is it
Uh,
funny?
Is it funny?
Yeah.
No, I don't find it funny. Nope, not funny. It's not a comedy. It
Oh, okay.
it has its No, it's not funny. It's not funny
Okay.
for me at least. But I don't know about you. You might you might laugh a bit.
So what did you give it?
I gave it a B-. It's a fun anthology horror flick for Christmas, but definitely not an instant classic as the critics quote on the poster.
Oh, okay. Well, I may have to give that a try.
Yeah, there's no other Christmas horror movie to watch anyway.
Yeah,
right?
except Krampus, but that's in the theaters, so.
Yeah, I actually gave it a higher grade than Krampus.
Yeah, but I did notice that your border for Krampus was green and your border for A Christmas Story was yellow.
Yes, cause I honestly would recommend Krampus just for the practical effects and the creature and stuff. Cause I really love it. I really love the look of
Yeah.
Krampus and stuff. But for a Christmas horror story, I would just recommend it for only horror fans. Like
Yeah, and
really
if you
hardcore.
don't know like what that the borders mean is like green is like really good and like yellow is like
Agree.
mild, I
Yeah.
think.
Yellow is
Like
like
okay.
just see it at your own risk. Like
Oh, okay.
don't blame me for
Okay.
recommending it. Like I'm not that recommending. This
Okay,
movie.
well let's move on to the trailers. There's
Alright.
been a lot of trailers since our last podcast, and we're not going to be able to go over them all because of like this is already going to be really long, and I'm sorry
Almost an
about that,
hour.
but it's fun. So do you want to do Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows?
Hell yes. This trailer is fun as hell. I already watched it like 3 or 4 or 5 times already. It's so fun and the music is so great and it's just a fun trailer and I think the movie is not gonna be as good as a trailer to be honest.
Yeah, I totally agree because I thought you were going to be like, oh, I'm so excited
No.
for the movie, which I mean, that's fine, but I don't think it's going to be good because the first one sucked. This one will probably suck,
Hey, I remember-
especially since it's from Nickelodeon.
I remember the first one, the 3D was pretty good. I really like the 3D in the first one, at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not really a good movie, first one. And this one doesn't look good as well.
Yeah, but it may be better, it may be worse, we'll see.
It's probably one of those movies where the trailer is actually better than the whole movie.
Yeah, and there's a couple movies like that, and so I bet that's probably the case in this one.
It comes out next year, so you have to see about that.
Yeah, okay, so let's go to Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. That's a Harry Potter spin-off, right?
Yeah, and are you a Harry Potter fan?
I would say I love the movie, but I'm not like a hardcore fan where I have to buy every single merchandise of Harry Potter.
Oh, well, I'm not like that, but I am definitely a hardcore fan. Like, I'd go to the midnight premiere of this in a heartbeat.
But but yes, I love Harry Potter. It's
Okay,
great
good.
franchise.
So, Eddie Redmayne is in this, and
Yes.
I think he's going to do a fantastic job.
Hell yeah.
Because he's such a genius actor, probably one of my favorites, including Jake Gyllenhaal, but I won't talk about that. But yeah, he's going to do amazing. But I will say that the trailer wasn't that good.
Well, it's a teaser, right? So don't expect
Yeah.
too much.
I mean, I expected even more from a teaser. Like, even if it's a teaser, I expected more since it's like the Harry Potter movie.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess that's good in some ways, so it doesn't spoil a lot. How did you feel?
They just don't want people to. I don't know. I think it's a. I mean, you can't really say much about a teaser, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm still excited for it, to be honest.
Yeah, but it will definitely be good, especially since this has Eddie Redmayne in it, and especially since J.K. Rowling
And David
wrote
Yates. David Yates is directing as well, and he directed pretty much most of the Harry Potter movies, like The Order of Phoenix, Half-Blood Prince, Deadly
Oh, well,
Hallows
that's
Part
great.
1 and 2, and he also directed this one too, so...
Well,
It's gonna be good.
then that will definitely be good.
Oh, Ezra Miller is in it as well?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I
And
didn't know that.
he's great.
Yeah, he's gonna be the Flash, right? Yeah, in Marvel.
Yeah, the Flash.
And Colin Farrell is in this one as well. Ron Perlman. Yeah, great actor.
Yeah. So when does that film come out?
Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them is coming out next year in November.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna
Awesome.
be a while.
So,
Yeah, we get
well,
to see
if we
more.
still
yeah.
do this podcast, we'll definitely review it.
We definitely gonna be still doing this podcast
Unless I die.
Oh, why you say that?
No, I'm kidding. That took a dark turn, but
Doctor. Speaking
Yeah,
of a dark
so-
turn, let's go to Apocalypse. X-Men Apocalypse.
yeah.
To the dark
Okay.
side.
What did you think about it?
I'm really excited for it because I love the Days of the Future Past, right?
Yeah, I thought it was fun. I will say Days of Future Past wasn't as good as I thought it could be.
What?
I know, I don't know. I just didn't like the switching back and forth all the time. But I did think it was good, and I definitely think this will be a step up. Even if even if you think that movie was great, this movie is going to be amazing. I personally think, and if it's not, I'm going to get really mad at the creator of it.
So at the end of this trailer, Charles turned into a possessed.
Yeah, and that was epic.
He looks like, he looks like a guy who got possessed by a demon in many of the horror movies, how his eye just turned black.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Now, who directs this? Is that Bryan Singer or?
Yes, Bryan Singer is directing this.
Okay, awesome. He's also directing the Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice, right? Or maybe not.
Wait, no.
Okay.
Really? No, that's Zack Snyder, right?
Oh yeah.
Wait,
sorry.
is that his name?
Yeah, it's Zack Snyder.
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from. I'm really tired. You have to give me a break. It's like 1:15 over where I
Bryan
am.
Singer directed Batman vs Superman. I'm like, wait
Yeah.
a minute, no.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Bryan Singer is still great.
Yeah, and I like how this movie gonna be kind of like about religion and about like more of the first mutant.
Yeah, and it's also, I'm pretty sure, like, I don't want to spoil anything, but I'm pretty sure they all die in this one, which like isn't really spoiling. You kind of know.
What do you mean they all die?
Well, I'm pretty sure they all die and then they come back to life. At least from the comics, I've heard. I don't know. Maybe I'm totally stupid, and maybe.
Did you just spoil? Did you just spoil the whole movie for me? Oh my god.
I don't know. No. I
Maybe
didn't
not.
mean to.
Yeah. But if it's true, then feel free to all put all the hates comment on Jordan.
Yeah, totally bash me.
Cause I'm about to bash you as well. I was so shocked. I'm like, what? They all die?
I don't think that's I think they all
Okay,
die
let's
and then they
move
come
on.
back to
Let's
life.
move on. I pretend I never hear this.
Yeah, just black that out, maybe. Like, beep it out.
Too late.
No,
Okay,
like, beep
never
it out
mind.
in the editing. That'd be funny. Like, I'll be like, yeah, in X-Men Apocalypse, they beep, and then...
Yeah, I'm so sorry if you guys hear this. You can all go to Movie Review JCH and attack him over there. And let's move on.
Yeah, but I'm just saying the comics may have said it. I don't know.
Okay, it might not be... It might not follow the comic, you know.
Yeah,
shouldn't just
we'll see.
copy the comic,
and if you want to bash me, you can. But I'll probably block you, so...
Okay, that's a good attitude.
Yeah, okay, so the next one, which is a pretty bad trailer. Star Trek Beyond?
Sorry, I'm still laughing from that. Okay.
Yeah.
Star Trek Beyond, that was a really bad... That's like the worst trailer I ever seen.
Yeah, I think they tried to make it look like Guardians of the Galaxy and make it comedic.
Seriously,
but it failed.
Seriously, I thought I was watching Fast and Furious go to space or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is this? And actually, J.J. Abrams is not directing this one. It's actually Justin Lin who directed Fast and Furious.
Oh,
so
well then that makes sense.
So yes, that makes sense. I'm like,
yeah.
What? Even Simon Pegg, the actor in the movie, doesn't even like the trailer. So.
Oh really? He said that?
I mean, he doesn't say directly that he didn't like the trailer, but he just say there's more to it. Just be patient, you know. Don't judge the movie by this trailer.
Oh, so then he probably didn't like it, which that's a good thing to say, so people know that it's not gonna be bad. Hopefully it's not gonna be bad.
I think they really make the trailer so that the mainstream audience, like the action. People who love like action genre and just most of the audience will like it instead of like targeting it to Star Trek fans, you know.
Yeah.
They just make it look like Fast and Furious in space.
Yeah, which I mean, it wasn't that good, but you know, hopefully they'll come out with a new trailer
It just
that's way
doesn't feel
better.
like Star Trek. It just doesn't feel like Star Trek at all. It just looks like a random action movie with a spaceship.
Yeah, and with all the actors from Star Trek.
Yes. But we'll have to see about that one when it comes out on July 2016 next year.
Yep, definitely.
We have to see how that goes.
Yeah, hopefully it's good, but we'll see.
And yes, we are on the running time of 1 hour. So
Wow. Okay, well,
wow,
if you're
right?
still here,
You're
you're
awesome.
amazing.
You're amazing.
And you deserve a moviegasm.
Yeah, and make sure to follow us on Instagram as me as Movies Maniac and Jordan
And me as Movie Reviews JCH.
And you can also like us on Facebook as MOVIEGASM Podcast. We also updates the movie news there. And I just realized that you didn't even like our page, so you definitely should like our page right now.
Wait, me?
Yes, you. I'm talking to you.
Oh, I'll definitely go do that. But
Fun
also,
fact.
I will say that if you look up Jordan Hole on YouTube, or if you go to the link in my bio, you can probably find it that way. But if you look up Jordan Hole on YouTube and you see this little kid with a guitar, click on that and go to the Star Wars edit, because I just made that last night and I'm pretty proud of it. But
Oh, wow.
it's like 9 minutes. So you can watch that and maybe either bash it or give it a like or a comment. I don't care what you do, but as long as you watch it, you know.
That's a good attitude. I don't care what you do. Okay.
Yeah.
I will have to go check that out. You
Yeah,
can
it's
tell
pretty
me
cool.
that.
If you have time on your hands, you can watch it. It's 9 minutes. It's like goes through the end of the third one to the and like to the seventh one.
All right.
Yeah.
And next week we have many movies coming out as well. I reviewed The Big Short, so we will try to
Yeah.
see Joy, the new David O. Russell movie.
Yeah, I'm going to see that on Christmas Day.
Yeah, I'll definitely see that. And Daddy's Home. And Concussion as well. I already saw that, but I'm gonna review that next week.
Oh, but was that good?
I would recommend it. Yes.
Okay.
It was entertaining. Surprisingly.
And going to Daddy's Home, I don't think that's going to be good.
It got decent reviews. Got
Oh, it did?
32% right now on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wait, what is it?
32.
32?
Yes. Percent.
Which isn't that good.
Not too bad for a comedy.
True. But also, if you're somewhere near me, or maybe, The Danish Girl also comes out next weekend.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it came out in California and New York early, but it comes out next weekend for us. So yeah.
For us, you mean, where are you?
North Carolina. So if you're
Okay.
near North Carolina, it probably most likely comes out then. And I'll definitely be seeing Joy on Christmas Day and The Danish Girl right after that, and I'll try to. Oh, and also Point Break comes out.
Oh, I already saw
Here.
Point Break as well. That was good though.
Yeah, I'll try to
If you
cram Point Break and Concussion into, but we'll see.
and if you're gonna go see Point Break, just go see it in 3D. If you're gonna go see it anyway, if you decide to go see it, just
Yeah,
see
is it
in
worth
3D.
going to see?
It is worth seeing in 3D, especially if you're afraid of heights.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna scare
Yeah,
you.
my dad's
It's gonna-
afraid of heights.
it's
I'll
gonna
definitely
scare-
take him
it's
to
gonna
it.
scare the shit out of him. I'm telling
Yeah.
you. I was like, wow.
Okay, well, I think that's all. And I think if you're still on, you're amazing, which we've already said, but I'll say it again.
Yeah, and we end this with a Star Wars theme.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys
so-
again next episode.
And Merry Christmas!